Let's go through a couple of my Twitter things. I might do half of them now, half of them later. We'll see how far we get. I'm just going to start scrolling through because there's a lot and we're going to have to get through everything. But I feel kind of weird about it because I didn't want to post to Reddit for information about the alternative servers. I felt like that it was just an echo chamber and it wasn't really reaching anybody. So I tried something new with Twitter and I posted a lot of weird things, like just everything that was going on for like a year. I just posted there, and they got views, I guess, 3 likes, a reshare, da 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 da, but it wasn't as personable as it is now. Let's see. It looks like they made a secret level on Thunderspy. I took some of the text from the Discord of people reacting to that and uploaded it. Maria, it says. So, female Mario. Unlocked body sliders is the best thing that's ever happened to City of Heroes. Costume by Aleph Red. Hey! Shout out to Aleph Red. There's probably going to be a lot of people that we mention here. Aleph Red was a good friend of mine, and we talked all the time, and yeah. One of the devs for City of Heroes is working on these custom costume pieces. I have seen these. They are out for sure right now. So this was like 3 years ago, and they totally have come out with this hand, the gun hand, and then the prosthetic legs here. And more, much more. That's the Thunderspy server. At T-Spy Gaming COH. I guess is their Twitter. 106 followers, 59 following. I wonder if they've posted it. Oh, this one's really cool. I wanted to show this for a while, but I never really had the opportunity. So is why, which is part of the reason why I want to go through this now. This is Brig, who you might know from Brig's Fire Farm, and he sent me this picture of his supergroup base where he built in his own green screen. And that was just really cool because I always wanted pictures of my character in the jacket and such. And Brig made a way to get those PNGs and those cutouts really easily. There is a way now, if you use the Photos app like I do, and you just kind of hold down the image, it'll recognize your character and you can just pull them out automatically. But this was a while ago, and we had to cut out each of our images individually for thumbnails and things like that. This was a sticker that I made on Redbubble, and those are still up right now. So it's cool that people can still get stickers for COH and things like that, but it's not like I'm trying to make money on it. I don't think I've even collected the money from that. And so a couple people have bought these. People have bought stickers. We'll see a lot of designs coming up. Oh, here we go. Here's like shirts, Sif Heroes, Homecoming Leo 1, Statesman's Pal Jimmy with my character, a level up, binder. And so, like, all of the things that were available, and I'm not trying to like plug it, like, by God, don't buy it. I marked them down as far as they would go. I think it was like 20% it would let me do. So you can get these, or at least like half of them. A good amount have been copyright claimed, but that's more because it's fine. It's fine. On those ones, I did like totally just copy the logo over and put some funny text, and they got me on those. So like, I don't think the Lord Recluse in the bottom right is available anymore. I think Level Up is. The other ones probably are. I'm not sure. God, we could look at it if you guys want to. We could totally look at the Redbubble. I'll pull it up later. Save nothing, delete everyone. I don't remember that. Okay, hold on. There's a link to the thing there. I'm going to pull it up on the other page. As soon as we get through these, we're going to look at it. Now we're going to look at the merch that I posted. And just to say, I'm not asking anybody to buy these. Please don't. And if you really want them, I did mark them down as far as they would go. It looks like I only have 15 designs left anyways. But things like this are available like on any of the items. So you can get them on like a coffee mug or a shirt or a phone case or a sticker or a blah blah blah. Maybe one of the Back Alley Brawler ones, maybe Ghost Widow, Warshade Peacebringer. Those actually sold pretty well, and there was a double. Yeah, there's the double photo of them both. I think Miss Liberty sold. I bought a few of them myself just so I could have City of Heroes stickers delivered. They're marked down as far as they can be, and again, like if you like the Peacebringer one, these are all from like the comic book, so this is like official COH art. They just didn't care that I had it. But like Peacebringer and Warshade, I really like Peacebringers, so I would, if I wanted to wear a shirt or something, I'd probably just grab one of my own. I think they're pretty cool. But you get them on anything. But I guess that's all my Redbubble stuff. That's the stuff that kind of slipped under the copyright and they didn't get mad about. Anything where I showed like the City of Villains logo or the City of Heroes logo, I wasn't allowed to do that. But they didn't seem to care about altering or editing images from the comics. This Peacebringer and this Warshade are actually the same character in the comics. It's just two different shots of the Nova, and I recolored them myself so that one would be purple and one would be blue. In the comics, this character is actually green. I don't know why. I feel like what was it like an Egyptian pharaoh themed character? I don't quite remember, but he was green as a Nova, so I changed these colors myself for the Warshade and the Peacebringer. I think they look pretty cool. Gosh, I should get me a shirt. I might get a Statesman's Pal Jimmy shirt. That'd just be funny to me. Or a Peacebringer shirt. I might get that. You guys don't buy it though. I don't collect the money from it unless you want a shirt for some reason. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so this was like my new profile pic. Whatever. It's pretty lame. Okay, Thunder Spy has the vaporwave aesthetic theme. Today marks Thunder Spy's second anniversary. I drew something up for the occasion. Who made this? Happy anniversary, Orange Blue Hue. Hey, I am really good friends with Orange Blue Hue. We've been chatting back and forth a little bit lately, and I talked to him all the time before. That's the person who made a lot of the custom costume pieces on Thunder Spy, like a good amount of them. If not all of them, a good amount of them. And I know that somebody else made the customizable pets. I think it was Paco. So wonderful there. Programming socks, good friend of mine as well. Lead programmers, Brain, server owner, all these folks you know. So some of these I pulled from Discord. Let's see if there's any other items for a minute, but some of these I pulled from Discord, and like this was somebody who had customized their pets back when that first came out and then posted a GIF of it, so I went ahead and uploaded that here. I think it's on Reddit as well. We had taken over the City of Villains subreddit, or at least I did, I think, and was just posting to there crazily for a while. So it was really cool that not in the City of Heroes subreddit, but in the City of Villains ones, we could post all this weird stuff. And if I see a link, oh my, it's right here. There we go. I wasn't even thinking about it. We'll look at that in a minute too. Look at some old crazy posts. So I think this will be fun. Let's see. Who ate City of Heroes? Do I have a slideshow or is it not? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Goddamn, who ate City of Heroes? And then you see the Shivan armor pieces here on the left with the eye, chest piece, and the head change. The scarf and the other pieces on that. I'm not picking out new. These, I mean, gosh, these have just become so standard now on the Thunder Spy server that like you see these and you go, oh yeah, that's the new costume piece they added. This was a big deal back in the day. They also have, I don't even think I posted it, weapons for like katanas on either hip or both hips, on your back or both on your back, like just crazy. So I don't know if I posted any of that, but we'll probably see it once we switch to the other posts and media. Goddamn. What have you done with City of Heroes? I think that's my post. Tune in today, 1 p.m. Alrighty, so you'll notice that I do have some live streams, and they are some of them are okay. The ones towards the end, my computer was just really dying. I had a really good friend of mine. I remember that, and I thank him. Who sent me some pieces and things I could upgrade my machine. But I couldn't get it together. Now I have a better computer. Things aren't lagging as much, and hopefully this is all making sense. So that's just where we were at the time, and then now it's a lot better. So it's why we're able to produce content like this more reliably. So this was the Rebirth server. I pulled some clips from that for the recent video that I did on that server, and they're really under quality and low resolution, and it bothers me, but that's what I had at the time. So if you see anything low resolution, that's why. Otherwise, it's going further. So this is an emote, the dab emote that they had on the Thunder Spy server. I think that's the only picture that I have of it, and I don't remember if I made that or not. I might not have. They have bees and costumes. I remember that. We'll probably see them more. I remember these are some of my friends' costumes. Everybody can wear a scarf. The huge, the male. Literally every power in City of Heroes. This is, yeah, the Unity server. And there's a way that they can give you an unlock for all of the primary and all of the secondary powers. and it was fun. I think my character's name was Everyman, which I realized a while later was actually a reference to The Simpsons. So, Speed Force and Illusion Armor. This was on the Sanctuary server, and I played there a bit. I heard that that's run. I mean, I know. I heard that they're coming back, and that's run by Hixie Dubs. I've talked to Hixie. Not recently, of course, but I think that I interviewed him at one point. So I mean, we talked back and forth, and I know some things, and we were going through. I don't really know why this server went down. It was probably just too expensive or difficult to maintain, or I have no idea. Don't quote me on that. So I heard that it was coming back at some point though, and they had a lot of changes, and I think I posted a lot of them here. So Speed Force Illusion Armor, that was a character inspired by Quicksilver. This is one of my old videos working on a cool scene for character creation specifically. Let's watch. Okay, whatever. I remember this. This was something that I did in my previous live streams. So I guess it was a little bit distracting, but it depended on the moment and the placement of everything. For regular gameplay, it was fine because it added some custom colors and something different, and I had the City of Heroes soundtrack on loop. But for now, I think I would just go plain with it. And it wasn't that hard. I pulled a lot of these from the comic books. I went through like every page of the comic books. And when I went through all those, I saved everything, like anything that looked cool on every single comic book I did. But I wasn't like now I would like to play my own music. Those pieces are freaking incredible. Yeah, I liked these photos a lot, and these are my own costumes. Most of them, I think, not these ones, but the other ones are that I made. I'll just kind of talk and point it out. And alright, City of Heroes is getting ridiculous, and I freaking love it. This guy's like so gross and flesh covered. So he has insect arms, those are new pieces. The bag head's a new piece. The insect arms on the left and right are both new pieces. And I think the body and torso are probably new pieces, and the boots, all with the insectoid armor available on the Thunder Spy server. Again, those are like pieces that are pretty old by now, and people are like, oh, those, if you first log in, you're gonna be like, "Wow, this is incredible." We've seen them for a long time, so it's like they're very cool, but they keep adding more new things. So I tend to go for the newer things. Like originally, I did a lot of insectoid pieces, but I don't think so anymore. Conspiracy theories. So you can see even more comic book pieces and the music and things. Let's see. Working on extra scenes this week. This is from February 2021. Working on extra scenes this week, along with finishing a few more of the community.com server pages and articles in preparation for the mobile app to launch. City of Heroes Paragon live stream every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Okay. So, oh my god. I guess I can talk about like the community website, because I think I link it a bunch coming up. Anyways, hey, there's some gameplay of me from a while ago. We'll check that out. Dark Noise, very good friend of mine, is the owner of the Unity server, and I played there a lot. We hung out together. He had available to him servers and such that he could host a website for me, and basically like he helped me a lot, but like I was solely responsible, I think, for most of the content. I don't know that I got much help with that from like others that I had asked and saying like, hey, does anybody want to write or this and that? It's basically me. And I did post a lot of pages, and they got pretty dang good traffic, like for just being random City of Heroes stuff. But that was like 3-4 years ago. I know that the server's gone down since then for the website. So are we going to get it back? Maybe. I don't really have any plans to, but it would be cool. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Let's check this out. It looks like a video. It's a clip of one of my lives, and it shows some pieces from the community website.
Tune in every Tuesday at 1 o'clock p.m. We're going to be covering all of the City of Heroes servers, showing new power sets, costume pieces, all the crazy new stuff that comes out basically every week. Here we have articles that I've written on the community website, so we'll be able to show you guys even more new things coming, maybe even more than we have time to show during the live stream. But there's lots of bells and whistles. We can't wait to see you in the chat, so make sure you guys join. We're gonna have a lot of fun. See you in Paragon City.
I recorded that at my parents' house. Because they had better internet than I did. So I went over there and I was like, can I record a live stream over here? I do not remember doing that. And I'll leave the videos a little bit lower. Because I see that was cut off too. But we're not doing it again. That is hilarious. Okay. Um, hold on. There's another one. Hold on. Okay. I guess that's it. It's just like it's me vibing to music. That's fine. I don't remember doing that either. Still need to add Thunderspy's server page scrolling on the right half of the page, but Positron and Synapse move. This scene covers loading screens. This was also part of the just the live stream and the effort that I used to put forward that I'm obviously not doing now, but we're taking advantage of it. Hey, this is my City of Heroes collection. I got really lucky on eBay and we were able to, or I was able to, I guess, purchase the everything you see there. So I got like the base booster set and the gaming manuals and all that good stuff for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, maybe altogether. 30 bucks, give or take. Not more than that. So I got really lucky. I also went for a signed book. I have both of the City of Heroes books, but I went for the signed version of them, but I got outbid at the last minute, so I didn't quite get those. But I have all the HeroClix figures. Oh, you can see the books there in the middle. Villains. I don't think I have the CDs now that I come to think of it, unless that's it in the kind of middle right there. But I have a booster pack of the cards, and I did some videos going through the cards and all that, so that was not bad. Let's see, working on some cool templates for future City of Heroes live streams on YouTube and Twitch. Sayson's pal Jimmy, Cake Evolution, community.com. Kind of like a sliding thing with, like I said earlier, a PNG cut out of my character moving. I just thought that looked cool. First look at Transmorphers I misspelled class in City of Heroes. Kicking the stream off shortly. I don't remember doing that. I probably did. I got early access to test a brand new archetype for City of Heroes, the Paragon live streaming. It's called the Paragon, sorry. Live streaming first impressions now. Twitch. I guess I did post a Twitch Paragon class. I don't remember that. So that's part of why I want to go over the New Dawn server again. The last time I played, of course, it was called Cake Evolution. So I always have to think that in my head when I think about it, that no, it's New Dawn now. And I know the server owners for that as well. I don't think it's a secret. It's like a pair of brothers, and I've, interviewed them both. It might be on my channel or it might not. A lot of my videos got copyright claimed by a person representing NCSoft saying that it is my fault in some of those where the podcast that I had done used an image of Statesman that was from a different game, believe it or not. It's from a MOBA. So there was a MOBA that had City of Heroes characters, and I don't even think the MOBA exists anymore. So I took one of the images from that. God, now I would have just done AI images of it all. And I've noticed like podcasts recently where they don't even do anything. So this is an image that I made that you're looking at now because I just had to move away from any of their images. And that's how a lot of my copyright claims happened. They did it through a personal Gmail account, not like an official NCSoft, whatever. So a lot of that goes into how I got into contact with them and made contact with the lawyers and such, and what they told me and such of the talks of NCSoft at the time. So that's why I don't do, and that's why the Paragon City podcast is mostly gone. I still have, that was on a really old computer, and I still have that computer, and I think I might still have the recordings. If I could get them, I would just change the image for God's sake and post them again. That has Normal Guy, my co-host every week, and interviews with players and people. It was this big thing, but my bad, I guess, for having an image of Statesman that was from a different game that they somehow copyright claimed. It was just whatever. This is updates that we're looking at here. This is actually part of a song. The song is from the movie Robots, I think it's called, and it's the Underground song. In the big rock, so I might not play the audio for that here, but that was just a clip of that. And like same thing, I should have just put these on YouTube Shorts at the time. Now I'm trying to post like newer content on the Shorts, so those are coming out automatically, as well as God, that's a cool picture. I should reuse some of these. And there's like a character from that. This is test footage before I shot that music video. I don't think one of those scenes is in the music video. That one is in the music video with the guy's body armor right there. That was Shivan parts, see-through, transparent, bones with or without. And then this was an invisible character who the body of this character was entirely invisible, and they had the path of going underground, or the what do they call it, the rubble, the earthquake one. So it looked like it was somebody digging under. Sorry, I really liked it. I'm glad I get to talk about it now. That's what this is going to be like as we just kind of go through the videos and such. It's just things like, God, I've really wanted to talk about. We don't need to play the audio for this either. It's a bunch of quotes from Bizarro. God, here, listen.
Girl, you ice, you break. Superman say you hate puppies. Bizarro not let you hurt Crypto.
Okay, we're done with that. I have a few videos like that. Maybe they're posted here. I don't remember if I did. They're on my channel right now. So this was like showing the animations for new power sets, because I was like, how do I make these short? How would people be interested? I thought that short form videos at the time were something that I could just post as regular clips, but then like I don't know if it was out during that time, but shortly after YouTube Shorts came out, and I was like, God, these would have been a lot better. But like you wouldn't be able to see a lot of this in the, was it 9:16, the portrait mode that it's set for. You'd have to shrink it down and have the background change a little bit, and that would be fine. It's just, I don't know what I could, but I'd rather do new things. These weren't super popular, so I don't really want to do them again. I think that's the thumbnail for it. You can watch that on YouTube if you want to watch it. So when you customize pets on ThunderSpy, I noticed that now they don't change with the equipment and upgrades that you do. So the soldiers used to have helmets, and the robots used to have certain other pieces sticking off of them. This is a shield drone pet, and it looks like it still had the head or something like that. I don't think that's the thing anymore. This is just like an old photo. You can of course customize the traps of pets and things like that, but a lot of the upgrades are better now. Okay, so here's some more evolutions. The last one was on Sanctuary. This is on, it looks like, Cake Evolution. And I had this idea to combine Diablo, I guess, 3. Yes, Diablo 3. With City of Heroes. So this is like the monk, and there's audio of the monk playing. I'll play it for just a second here.
In the entire house, be fire, my friend, not the cup. I see you serve Soviet, the god of poking people without end. He must be very proud of you.
Let's look at Bone Dancer. Let's see. This is the Necromancer from Diablo 3.
What dies and rots will then nourish the living.
So those are, look, it even says Cake Evolution. Those are on New Dawn. There's a lot of new powers, crazy amount of powers. I think the most amount of new powers and new archetypes are on the New Dawn server. Look here.
Haven't you realized that I'm not here to fight? I'm here to kill. The only way this ends is with death. Yours or mine.
Hurts, doesn't it? Bulletproof.
I actually picked out all of that audio myself from different recordings and such. So, what was that? Arsenal? Oh my God! Hi, buddy. My friend made that. I think it's the only power class that he made. Arsenal was super cool, and I posted other stuff about it because it gave you every single weapon. Every power was a different NPC gun or weapon or something like that. So that's what you're seeing, and it was just really cool. And he got it up on Cake, so really liked Arsenal. Grenade launchers, like rocket, like you had everything. This is Deadpool. Obviously. What is this? ThunderSpy Gaming Tanker exclusive. Is this Pale Blades? I remember Pale Blades. I don't know why I chose a Deadpool costume. There's the thumbnail. That video is, of course, also available on YouTube right now. Just look behind everything else that I had going on. Okay, the Joker class. This was the Anarchist on the Sanctuary server. The Anarchist had kind of like Arsenal, where he had access to a lot of different things, but I just thought it was appropriate for the Joker. It just kind of made sense to me, so that's why I had the costume of him there. And then there's the thumbnail for that one. And then Voodoo Priest and Elementalist gameplay. That was also on the Cake server, I believe, so that would be New Dawn now. And I think it was a mastermind class that was built around, I don't know how you say, being like a shaman with like tikis and things like that. I mean, you can see it there. The music video is on my channel. You can go see it if you want to see the gameplay of that. Oh my God, the King of the Hill. City of Heroes crossover that I did. Those videos are also on my YouTube. And I supercut a whole episode of King of the... Not a whole episode. The one where he does Grand Theft Arlen. And, alright, if you want to see that, you could check it out on my channel. It's not... It wasn't super popular, but it's a cut of the whole Grand Theft Arlen episode with Hank and Dale and Boomhauer and Bill doing different things there. So... We're not going to watch it over there. Hey, there's Super Ass. Super Ass showed up in one of the latest videos, the Thunder Spy custom pets one. You can see him like kicking around and stuff. There's also a short, and he has his own music video. I really like Super Ass. That's just invisible torso and everything up, with really bulky legs and a cape. Of course, the butt cape. Literally, the butt cape. So invisible body parts and more. Let's see. New Guardian archetype. This was on... Okay, so this was on Rebirth, because I just did the video for them. I know it's Assault primary and composition, or kind of like an armor secondary. Who was this for? It doesn't say the server. These had like articles and different information and images that I had posted. It was really cool, and we'll probably see it in some... if I posted any more videos. Or if you want to look at the live streams on my channel, they're there as well. Hey, new costume. I called it barely news because I was looking at images and it said like breaking news, and I was like, yeah, but this is more like barely news, you know. That City of Heroes has an update. Some of these have invisible pieces with the bones sticking through them. I see who's that King Leoric on the right, and I know the one on the left is from an old game as well. The one in the middle is from Terminator. So, skeleton, invisible, transparent, and Shivan body parts. I don't think that this ever came to pass. I would have to double check, but I know that they were working on like a Pirates update, and it was like anchors and maybe mastermind pets that were pirates. I don't think anything ever really came of it, so I would have to double check that, but I did post about it here. Apparently some freaky stuff happens when a Knight's Mastermind customizes a shield for his pet's costume. I have a Knight's Mastermind. That was what I showed in the custom pets video. And it looks like maybe there was a glitch at one time where it just showed the emblem, because they have like battle axes and bows and arrows and shields and, you know, like medieval weapons like you would expect. So you can just right click your pet now and edit the costume. Hey, there's the King of the Hill one. Throwback to my King of the Hill theme mastermind. Yeah. You got Dale middle right, Boomhauer on the right. Well, you know who they are. So Hank has a tank of propane on his back, and so I think I eventually made the arsonist into Hank so he could throw propane and Molotov cocktails and things like that. The other ones, they had guns, you know, they were thugs. They were just thugs that I had recolored. Look at Boomhauer's face. That's the Eastern Island head that is one of the custom costume parts on the Thunder Spy server. Really, you guys gotta look at that video. This was my Merry Christmas video that I did mention in the Rebirth video that I did lately. I guess this was it just a Merry Christmas? Stay safe, get presents, kill skulls. Aww. Thank you, me. I appreciate it. This showed up in one of the music videos that I did. I did like a scroll from the bottom top. Custom pets. These are from... oh, goodness. What's that anime called? Warlord? No. Overlord. Yeah, Overlord. I think that's who it is, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Merry Christmas. There's the two costumes that I showed up. Look how proud I was. Barely news. Here's my two costume updates. Here's my website that's not up anymore. Looks like I posted the live. Who's that hero, Mon? It's Jigglypuff from above. No. It's obviously Positron, who I guess he's on Twitter, and I might have messaged him. It'd be funny if we see that one. There's my character again. We saw that in the video. Okay, so this is Mage Hand, which is like a spell from D&D, and this is two images, top and bottom. What's the weapon that can be a broom? Bow staff or whatever? I forget what it's called. So he has a broom that he wipes around, and when he runs around, it's on all fours with the Beast Run, so it looks like just a hand crawling across the screen, and I just really like it. That's in one of the videos that I put out recently. I think there's a little clip of him. This character I thought looked like Louise Belcher, and I put her at the end of the City of Heroes, or sorry, not the City, the King of the Hill video that I did. So it wasn't like a big deal. I just thought that was a cool costume. What is it called? Escaped Experiment was the power set, and that was on Cake Evolution back then. It's now New Dawn. You can play City of Heroes from your phone. Okay, I'm pretty sure at some point I posted a video of that, or a picture at least. We're gonna see that, and you're gonna see the controller that I made. We could make it again. And I wanted to say about the Steam mobile controller, you add a game from a non-Steam game to your library, you have it running on your computer, you log in from your mobile device. You really want to, there's this thing I added where it's a radial menu that you hit with your thumb, and you just scroll it in a circle, and it'll hit any number of keys that you set in any order. So you could spam, essentially, in a circle slowly or fast, random, whatever. And it was really cool because you could just roll out all your powers, and then it was supposed to work with the default settings. So that was a fun project. We'll see that in a second. Would you watch a chapter by chapter reading for the City of Heroes novels? I could go blah, 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 blah. Nobody watches those. I posted some readings of the comics. Nobody cares. Just use the comics for thumbnails. Hey, there's Orange Blue Hue. He was doing Twitter in 2020 as well. I'll look at our new costume pack. I looked at their new costumes. I took a peek earlier today. They have tusks that I hadn't seen before. I think I posted them on here anyways. God, just a crazy amount. New back pieces and things that I wasn't expecting. We'll see what I post here, but oh my god. Hey, this was a Halloween event from 2020 that I did on the Rebirth server. I think this was on my stalker that they gave me, where I could just go invisible and fly around. Of course, the video is like super laggy, right? And that's because of the old computer I had at the time. I had to cut videos between the lag and things like that. I think this was like one of the few times I got a good clip of something. And that was in, of course, Praetoria there. Is there any audio? Let's see. Just background audio. That's okay. Look at those shots. That looks so much better if I recorded that now. Massive turnout at the Thunder Spy Gaming Halloween costume contest. Hey, so this showed up in a music video. I think maybe almost all of this footage. No, it was cut shorter than this. But let's just watch it for a second here. So this was a costume contest that was going on in Pocket D, Halloween 2020, yeah. And they had invisible costume pieces 4 years ago. This is 3 years and 11 months, 4 years ago. You could have been playing with custom pets, invisible costume pieces. Look at all these people here. Go do it. What are you waiting for? Everything's been there forever, and they're still adding more. Go have fun. Look at all these amazing things that you've never used before. City of Heroes. Let's move. This one's really long. We're gonna move on. That's in a music video if you want to look it up. The City of Heroes Rebirth Halloween event was crazy. GMs were spawning in hordes of giant monsters, archvillains, and a ton of spooky enemies. Yeah, it was really fun. And Rebirth, of course, has a great community. People get together. There's just a portion of them there who went to Praetoria on that night. And of course, they're filthy liars. No, I'm joking. A lot of good updates, quality of life, very strong server, running task force and things all the dang time. It's like one big super group. Very cool people. I know. Who did I interview? I interviewed B and Hat Ghost. I think somebody else too from the Rebirth server. Those two are developers. I think I interviewed the owner. I'm good friends with Silver Age fan, and yeah, Rebirth is great. Hey everyone, we just got our Twitter up and running. We hope to see you all in game enjoying the spooky skeleton. Fun time for Halloween. That was one of their posts. Oh, check it out. So this is the Tiki Mastermind set that we showed before. I think this is a music video. Let's check it out. Is it not a music video? No. Okay, I know what this is. I'm gonna let it play and then I'll explain it. I forget how I was doing it, but I was recording short segments at a time by pausing the video with OBS instead of taking the time to edit it afterwards. So I had to catch all of these clips live and then switch back to OBS and pause it. I really didn't have time back then, and I couldn't like speak a very, like I couldn't talk all the time and record things. So this was kind of my solution at the time to go through and do what videos I could. I posted them to Twitter. How stupid was I at the time? We have a message in the chat. Was the Halloween contest that Tiger King won? I think so. I mean, honestly, I don't remember back then who actually won it. That sounds familiar. And if that was them in Pretoria in 2020, then yeah, for sure, because that was me recording the event, flying around invisibly. What's this? It's a meme. Mom, can we have baseteleporters.jpg? Mom says we have baseteleporters.jpg at home. Base teleporters at home. That's super dumb. Like one teleporter to Atlas. I do not remember that at all. Okay. Divine Intervention. Scrappers, Brutes, and Tankers. Let loose luminous strikes. Is there audio? Not really. Divine Intervention. Scrappers, Brutes, and Tankers. Let loose luminous strikes of light, blinding blasts of radiant energy from your fists, and slice through enemies with your shimmering sword. I really liked alliteration back then, and it's probably going to pop up more. Almost done with the community website. We're going backwards, by the way. So we started with the newest, and we're working our way backwards. So everything you know it now kind of leads back. Almost done with the community website. Server pages are coming out better than I could have hoped. Stay tuned for the official release with news, articles, and information about COH. I mean, gosh, we had it up, and I think people were checking it out, but I'll just leave that to other people. It's like build videos. I'm not gonna make build videos because first off, I don't care, and second off, I don't have time. And third, other people are going to do it better. And when I was looking through like City of Heroes videos and stuff recently, and I was like, oh, okay, build. Cool. Good luck with that. That's the most searched for term for City of Heroes is City of Heroes Homecoming builds. So if you put that in your title, you're going to get the most views. Good job. Good luck. It's a great thing. People need that. They need it for forums. They need it for posts and things like that. But not me. Thank you. I'm not going to do build videos. Never again. I've done a few, but they're so outdated. You'd have to do it so often, and there's so many classes, and you gotta learn the whole thing, and the items and hands. I'm okay. I'm just gonna make entertaining things, I think. What's this? So that was wind control. Pretty standard. A few servers have that. Thunderspy has that. Rebirth has that. Elemental control. You have total domination over the elements. Your powers have a chance to inflict drowning. Drowning on a target. Increasing the damage and effects of deluge, suffocate, hypothermia, turbulent aura, and tidal wave. How is this not Water Blast? You get a water golem. Okay, hold on. This says elemental control. Okay, they have some elements. Okay, fire, grass. I see it now. Okay, it's like this is Water Blast. No, it's got a bunch of differences. Okay, psionic control. The powers of Penelope Yin. Cool. Penelope Yin for the win. Might be a video. I haven't made the song yet, but that's an idea for a song name I had. I mean, gosh, we'll play another song in a minute if you want to see that. But psionic control powers of Penelope Yin, including her trademark psionic blades, introduce painful visions and imprison your foes in a dream state while collapsing their minds with incredible psionic energy. Oh my god, did I have a thesaurus or something back then? What are these words? Elemental Blast. You are the avatar of nature's wrath and power. With mastery over multiple types of damage, your connection to the energies of the world around you make you an extremely deadly combatant. I guess he's also... What was that? Elemental Control was one. Elemental Control, Psionic Control, Elemental Blast. Okay, that's the difference. Hey, there's Arsenal. I guess I showed it twice. It's a feature... Oh yeah, redraw. It's a feature, not a bug, because he has to redraw his weapon between every pull. So every gun you take out is a redraw, and that was the joke, was that, no, it's not a problem. You're supposed to have to redraw every weapon. It does make it kind of slow in between the attacks and the power-ups and things like that, but it's really fun because you get to like shoot rockets and grenades, and here we'll let it play to the end really quick. But you can see like there's a flamethrower, all the different weapons that he has. Alrighty. Psionic Blast, whip, rip, and tear through your opponent's mind. Psionic attacks tend to reduce the target's damage resistance, recharge, regeneration, and recovery. Basically, everything important in a fight. I like the color scheme on those, but I don't think that I would play Psionic Blast. I like the whips. I mean, that's cool. It's cooler than the default. What's that called? The defenders and blasters, the mental blast sound. I forget what it's called. I like the whip. That's a cooler idea than just the pink dots coming from your forehead. Freak Show oh god, the Freak Show archetype. It was a whole archetype. Okay, we'll go through them. So this was the Shock Trooper, one of the Freak Show archetypes. Like the Freak Show archetype, and then you had different power sets. So this was their power set. Melee specialization, disorient, drain, and demoralize your enemies. The gravity of your strikes is almost impossible to escape, reducing foes' defense and slowing them. Then you take a sledge to their skull. Boom, very cool. This was the Freak Show Cursed, so more like radiation damage and such like that. Freak Show Cursed, range specialization. Make use of debilitating beams, blasts, and bolts. Chance for survivors drops to 0 when every attack is specifically designed to drain defenses, reduce accuracy, and slow them to a crawl. So we have so far the Shock Trooper, Cursed. This is the Freak Show Brawler. So they're the melee specialization. They use bombs and cybernetic limb enhancements to eviscerate, lacerate, and incapacitate. Oh my god. Anyone dumb enough to come near you. Still standing, give them a chop from your fireman axe. So these are like like NPC powers that they set up. Let's do one more. I think this is the last one. Yeah. Freak Show Archetype. Artillery. Range specialization. Reduce the recharge on your summoned golems. Sorry, I missed it. Reduce the recharge on your summoned slag golem to stack the pet. Unleash sonic mayhem from your state-of-the-art sound system. If that doesn't work, shoot a saw blade or a tank grenade. Very cool. I put so much effort into these and the costumes, as you can tell, and now I'm just like, oh my god, I should have posted these somewhere else. Evolutionary Leap. Okay, so similar to the Freak Show where they were having one archetype with like the powers of an NPC or something. So this is one archetype with a bunch of other specific powers in it. So this is the Magitech Warden. Very cool. There's a music video about this one as well. The thumbnail is like a helicopter and Ghost Widow's outside. I forget the name. But you can summon seeker drones. You get the rainbow effect from the like dominators when they hit domination. It's very visually appealing and it's really cool. I really like the Magitech Warden. Who's this? Raiden. So this one based off of, I mean, probably something else, but from what I know him, Mortal Kombat, right? You get the lightning powers, kind of a combination of others that you might have, but I know that they changed up some of what he has towards the end of the power set there. I tried to make the costume even look like Raiden, but I mean, whatever. That's cool. You get all the different lightning powers. Oh, so this is the Hello Kitty. I mean, all these ones that you're seeing now are from what I guess now is New Dawn. These were originally Cake Evolution. I presume that they're still on there, and probably like 100 more by now, because they were cranking them out like every week, probably 2 a week. It was so many powers because they figured out that, like I said, the two brothers that run New Dawn, they figured out how to, like, I think one of them kind of ran more like the server part of it, and the other one ran more like the creating new power sets and stuff, but they both did both. So, God, I couldn't imagine how many they have now. I'm looking forward to that when I get to log in and see what they have available. I think that this power set Hello Kitty is based off of Minx. So you would play as Minx. It doesn't really show here. That one of her powers turns you into Minx. And then she's Claws and Electric. So that's totally her power set. And you know how I know that? It's because I just made a song about it. And it's called Minxed Messages. And I had it describe her powers and stuff, and it's like claws and electricity. So that's totally her power set. This is the Hell Knight. He's also in a music video. My guy's name was Carrion, and he has like a battle axe and a broadsword, and he has hell demons that he spawns, and melee. It's just crazy. I really liked and he has like the spinning back kick that you get as a melee in was it Street Justice? I really like that. Evolutionary archetype Harbinger. Devastation is your delight. A state-of-the-art antimatter technology allows you to unleash powerful particle beams and call in a meteor strike to annihilate large groups of foes at once. Yeah, so you're like the mega drone from, what do you call it? The assault bot from Masterminds. So you have like a lot of the energies and crazy things from there, but I don't want to show like every full thing of the powers. But these are so cool, right? I mean, like, gosh, just look at this one. You're summoning like Cerebus Demon Hounds. I know there's 3 separate ones, but what is this called? Druid Wolf. The last few videos that we've seen here have all been part of the Evolutionary Leap archetype. Banshee. So a lot of sonic powers, and you see the song notes and things coming out. That was a big deal at the time. Very cool. We're gonna keep moving because God, I guess that was the end of it, but it's just a lot that I posted here. We're back to October 15th, 2020. Another very productive day. I wasn't able to collect any footage, but I put some serious hours into the website. I mean, look, I made a separate section for each of the servers, and I know that they got traffic, and they had like each one you clicked on would tell you all of the updates and all of the new things they had. But again, like I was keeping up with that myself. Like there was nobody else really putting in, and it wasn't hard, and I liked doing it because I liked the PNG and the way that Dark Noise had the website set up. It was really easy to access and make changes. We could make like new pages and stuff all the time. I meant to talk to him. I think it's only like $1. It's like $1 a month. I mean, God, I could just put it up myself if I really want to, but you need like a server and whatever, however websites work. I don't know. We'll see. Started work today on my very own website. So, okay, it looks like I started October 14th of 2020 on the community website. I still have a lot to do, but I'm hoping this will be a centralized place for all the information you would need about the alternative servers. I mean, that was the goal, right? You know, to be able to show everything and on a website. I didn't have ads, didn't have anything like that. It was just here's everything listed, because that was the major complaint. Was people were like, well, where is everything listed? Not even all the servers listed all their stuff. They were making changes so fast, and there are patch notes and things, and it's probably better now. But I mean, even on Thunderspy, there were things that were just lost. They're still there. They're in the game, but you know, who remembers if we reported them or not? It's basically impossible. There's hundreds and hundreds of new costume pieces. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's probably dozens and dozens of new costume pieces. Here are a couple of other examples of what I've been working on. So one of the servers, I'm pretty sure it's New Dawn, lets you play as any of the Freedom Phalanx characters. So you can play as Statesman, Recluse, Minx, Positron, all that good stuff. And Ghost Widow, obviously. Whatever the Praetorian Statesman is, I forget his name at the top right now. Miss Liberty you could play as. So I really want to do that too. I was going to use those characters to make music videos with, because like the Miss Liberty song, that's funny. Why don't I play as Miss Liberty and then have her powers and record clean footage of that and make that a music video? Or Ghost Widow. There's a Ghost Widow song. There's Lord Recluse. Like that's something I've been thinking about for a while. After taking down Cinderburn, oh my gosh, okay. I've been so excited to show you guys this. There's no sound, or hold on, let's see if there's sound. Okay, I'll let the background sound play so we get the aesthetic. But this is around, this is October 14th, so a little before Halloween. This is Dead Air, who I showed in a recent video, and this is the Twitter video that I posted. And it's just ambiance and cool, and I think we're gonna let it play. Okay. I think we get the idea. It's really slow, and I'm not going to take 2 minutes on it. Let me see if there's a little... But, like, there was no time limit. So, again, I just recorded these by hitting pause in between whenever I thought I would have a good shot. So, let's see this one. So you hear the audio kind of coming in. The audio coming in and out, that's from switching back and forth from OBS. And the slight bit of lag that it has in the audio. I infiltrated the Hellion warehouse. I like this one too. Cool character that I had made. Hold on, isn't that mission transforms you into a Hellion, or did I make that costume? I feel like you don't have access to those shirts, so I feel like maybe that mission transforms you into a Hellion. Yeah, because I'm playing Dead Air. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, that's not a costume that you can make, so that makes sense. Congrats to Rebirth on their latest patch, introducing asymmetrical gloves, Widow and Seer gloves and boots, wind control, and psionic melee. Ooh, I missed psionic melee. I should have mentioned that. Decided to make my own Halloween costume. Yeah, and then it was Dead Air. Yeah, but like no songs, just gameplay. Pretty boring. Couple retweets, 4 likes. We saw that one already. I guess I posted it twice. I got recognized in game today. That was nice. Recorded some footage with a fan. I'll summon... Who's going to read? Go ahead and I'll pull your minions from the outside. Because I'm in a team with my favorite YouTuber. Aw, thank you. I would say... I mean, do I get recognized in game? if my character's name is SP Jimmy or Stasis Bow, sometimes, you know, if I run past somebody, maybe, but I don't. It doesn't really matter. And I talk to him, and I'm super nice, I think so. Elementalist Mastermind gameplay. The newest pet class in City of Heroes is the best part of what a mastermind should be. This one was cool because when you upgraded the pets, they completely changed. So they were kind of like liches or whatever to start, and then when you upgraded them, they would become fully new, better pets. A lot of electrical damage, elemental damage. What's this? Brand new pets for Mastermind Elementalist, City of Heroes. Summon 5 elemental. This is the one. Okay, so they start as electric golems, basically, and then see there. But then when you upgrade them, they become liches, and up and up. So they look stronger and stronger as you hit the pet there. I like this one a lot. Is there audio? Not really. So this video got put into a music video. This is about on Thunder Spy. If you make a I should say tarantula. If you make a the Arachnos Widow, when you make the widows, Night Widow or Fortunata, when you get to that level where you make the change, it's like 24. You can elect to have this female body for your widow, or the male body, so you're contorted in the metal there, and that was just really cool. I did a video where it's like, this is the Arachnos Widow. You can have the power. That was fun. But I don't really have the voice for that, I don't think. I did one for the Paladin too. Become the Paladin. Pet customization. Alright, King of the Hill. Taste the meat and the heat. The new King of the Hill RPG is looking great. Just kidding, this is City of Heroes. Using pet customization, the amount of mods this game has is amazing. Want to customize pets of your own? Come play on Thunder Spy Gaming server. Is there audio for this? No. So, again, God, I hate saying this over and over. It is on YouTube, this video, with all of its King of the Hill goodness. It's just quotes every time that they're in the Grand Theft Arlen part, but at least we get to see some of the video here of Hank and Bill and Dale and Boomhauer. Hank gets a new propane-powered super jump pack, and the Billdozer enters the battle. Completed a banked mission with my King of the Hill themed character and custom pets. Reminds me of that King of the Hill video game episode. Yeah, because that's the episode that I pulled all the audio from. Too funny. Another one. There's Khan. There's also Luann. She might be in this. There she is. Yeah, I was like, she's in this clip. I've seen some amazing themes and keep coming up with hilarious character ideas. Like my latest King of the Hill themed mastermind. Any pet, any costume, what would you roll? I don't want the live stream to just be watching my old videos, but they're really funny. And I made them, I guess, for myself. That's so funny. Okay, moving on. Was this a costume contest? So the character on the left was a costume that was sent to me by a fan, and I had been asking people to send me their costume files, like just go to the Discord and just send it to me in a message or whatever, and your character name. Because I was like, oh, I'll play as your character. Now I'm thinking, I'll play as your character, or I'll have mastermind pets as your characters. Because I thought that'd be funny for the SP Jimmy fan club, the mastermind I have, instead of just the costumes of me, what if I had other people's costumes, you know, and named it their character, and had them follow me around and then record a video? I'm not going to do it a lot, but I thought that once in a while that might be fun. Radiant power set, I don't even know. I'm just going to keep moving on. Halloween costume contest winner! Hooray! You won the Blapper archetype. Light Blast and Shield Defense. So this was an actual archetype, or is an actual archetype on, it was Cake, it's now New Dawn. The Blapper. So an archetype dedicated and based to the Blapper. And yeah, it was just very cool. So the winner of the costume contest that I was hosting, I posted their video, and I guess I only posted it on Twitter, but this guy won. I decided to respec my freeform controller. I don't remember that character. What is this? Magitech Warden. This is from October 5th, 2020. I have no idea. I don't even remember this character existing. So I think we already showed Magitech anyways. There it is, just more content that I was posting here and linking to the Discords. And my freeform controller is an AoE monster, stacking pets, buffs from any support set, extra immobilize, and holds for mitigation. The Cake Evolution server has crazy XP boosts for AE farms, and no aggro cap. That's cool. You can just farm the whole map if you want. which City of Heroes archetype would be the strongest with freeform. So you could pick any class and you could pick any amount of powers. And any powers for that class, it was just crazy. Freeform's pretty fun. It's not, I personally, I like a little restriction and guidance. That's fine. Very fun. Here is another winner. Yay! I guess this was the winner, and then that's why I made the drow here. And you know what? That's why I don't remember the name or that character, because it wasn't mine. It was this person's. So, hooray! Isabel Mamba. Isabel Mamba. Congratulations. You won the Halloween costume contest 4 years ago. I hope you saw it on Twitter. And I guess I showed off freeform. This was on Unity. Again, my friend Dark Noise runs this server. And there's a couple videos like this where I put in like the commands that you could do on the server. So this is Everyman, I believe. It's called, I'm going to read the thing. It's called Omnipotent. And no, you can't have one. It's just for me. There were only a few dozen players lucky enough to unlock Omnipotence, as it was only being made available by GM command. Literally every power available to a class at once on the Unity server. Which archetype would you have rolled? So, if I think he's a Sentinel, I can't really tell from this far. I think he's a Sentinel. Dark Noise gave me that. I think he gave a couple other people too. You might be able to get it now if you log in and ask him. But the purpose of this post was like, I'm the only one who can have one. This video says, can you guess my Sentinel's build? And it's just, he has every power. So I was trying to just summon everything, and so people wouldn't know what his abilities were. His costume is based on, who's the guy from Doom Patrol? Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man, where he's part of every, you got a dinosaur head and a mammal tail, and you got legs. He's crazy. He's every man. He's everything at once. Having too much fun playing my Radiation Willpower Sentinel Antibacterial, but sometimes I pay more attention to the camera than the fight. I was doing well until they started messing around with portals and shit. So this again was on the Unity server. This was more of a directed character. They have Sentinels. Unity was, I don't know what it is now, it was basically the Homecoming code copied over to a different server at a certain point in time. So they had Sentinels and a couple other changes, quality of life things, but I don't know if it's been actively developed. I don't think so. But I had fun. This is a level 50 that I had. Sentinel, Antibacterial. This was during the height of COVID, by the way. So I thought Antibacterial was really funny. And even look at the colors of her powers are different shades of blue and what I thought looked like hand sanitizer. So again, I was recording those videos just by clicking back and forth. Okay, this one's weird. This is a video where I'm showing how to like teleport somewhere, and I did like emotes and stuff in between. And whatever, you know, this only works if you're on the Unity server. So we don't have to watch it, but you can like teleport to your missions or something. Just teleport to your mission. That's the point of the video. Pro tip, as you fight Trapdoor while unlocking your incarnate abilities, lure him to the surrounding lava to counter his regeneration. Did you already know about this? So I guess I was trying to unlock incarnates on Unity, and I remember this. I mean, God, the nostalgia. I was having so much trouble with Trapdoor because I wasn't really like built to solo, and I don't know, whatever. So I kind of glitched him out, and it ended up working out pretty well for me, and just had him stand in the lava to counter his regeneration. Because for the love of God, how do you kill him? You got to make him stand in the lava. Oh my God, you know what I'm just realizing now? Maybe that's the point of the lava. On that level, is that you're supposed to drag him there. Whatever. Trying to get incarnates on my new level 50 Sentinel. Teammate and I used /max slots and /auto enhance IO to get our basic builds. Now it's time to automatically enhance and flesh out our characters. I forgot about that. That was a big piece of what I liked about Unity is. So, first off, on Unity, you can type those commands, max slots, auto enhance IO, and it basically makes your character for you, right? You're ready to go. Here's a video I'm showing you right now. Those two commands. It's empty, and then it works. As I was streaming and covering all the different servers, I didn't really have time to spend on a character for a long time. Does that make sense? Like, I had to kind of jump around, and I never really had time to like settle down on a main and this and that and this and that. So having this available here was really helpful because I personally could just kind of make videos and content. If I wanted to just record gameplay, I might just go to Unity, get my 50, get my max slots, get my everything in like 10 seconds, and then just continue on with the game. Here we have the third Halloween costume contest winner, or perhaps the first because we're going backwards. So round of applause, everybody. Hooray. There's two. Hold on. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. My cat just pulled over a grocery bag. Sorry. Okay. Stop. City of Heroes Halloween costume contest. These are costumes that have already been selected and featured. Many chances to win and see your costume in a video. Step 1, join my Discord, any themes, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, those are all ones that showed up in recordings that I did. They're all very cool. They were all the winners of costume contests. I guess that there were more. City of Heroes ad 2004. That's not me. This is not me. That's not me. What happened to all of mine? Okay, here's mine. Do you want 6 times XP rates in City of Heroes? Street sweeping sentinels, pay to win vendor, times 12 XP, la-di-da-di-da. Play on Unity. He made it really easy for anybody to just jump in, get their level 50. Max slots and / auto enhance IO. Here's a podcast interview that I did with the owner of Unity. That's Dark Noise. After we did the podcast, we went on we kept in touch. We became good friends. He lives in another country. I won't say which one, but we never would have met without City of Heroes. And he ended up posting the community website, and that was really cool of him. Custom pets for all classes. It looks like we're getting towards the end, but I think it goes, we have 1 more month to go. All right, let's keep going. Custom pets for all classes in City of Heroes. Seeker drones, auto turrets, force field generator, acid mortar, and any other pet that appears in your pet window can all be given humanoid costumes and as demonstrated here. So that's just custom costumes. For the love of God, I didn't know what that was about until the end of it, because I'm just so used to seeing custom pets. I'm like, yeah, so what's the cool thing? It's so normal to me. Wind control, atomic assault for the Dominator. Only one of us survives this, human, and it won't be you. So this guy's in a music video as well. He was based on a super mutant from Fallout. He had wind control, which didn't make sense, but they had a stop sign, and I wanted to be a super mutant, so that's on YouTube. Water control and new rock and roll sonic resonance sounds. Heavy reworks to sonic powers combine shields into one. Adds more plus regeneration. Blah 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 blah. I can't even right now. Water control. Cool. There's a fish on my head. What server was that? Thunderspy. Awesome early access look at custom 3D models coming to City of Heroes. There's the anchor, like we talked about before, that never really came from the pirates. There's a bird on his shoulder. There are insect pieces that are in the game for years now, stingers and such, and then new hoodies and shirts and costume pieces like that. Messing around with size change and pet customization. Electric Psychokinetic Dominator. Ooh. 2 gremlin pets. I summon sentient swords with every crack of my whip. Oh, yeah. Psychokinetics. That was one of the OG new powers for City of Heroes. The Psychokinetic... I'm sorry, I just realized her chest is huge, so I guess I'm showing off the sliders as well. But yeah, psychokinetics. You have a whip, you have psionic abilities, and you summon psionic swords that work not pets, but they stick around for a while and they do some damage and they follow you. But they're not like permanent pets. They're like seeker drones kind of. Teeny tiny nutcrackers. Aww, somebody made teeny tiny pets. Minimize size scaling is about 6 inches tall, and the ability to change costume of any pet in the game. Yep. This is right when pet customization came out. I was just posting it all to Twitter for no reason. City of Heroes update. Maximum and minimum size change scaling options are now completely unlocked at character creation. Be as small as a dollar bill, several stories tall, or anywhere in between. Did you notice that scaling options were in Spanish? That's because the Thunderspy Gaming server has a Spanish option built right into the Sweet Tea launcher, and then I posted the website in Spanish. So I'm friends with the guy that translated that into Spanish for Thunderspy. I interviewed him. It's probably still on my channel unless it got copyright claimed for whatever. This was years ago. But you can totally. And ya puedo decir que puedes jugar en español el juego de City of Heroes solamente en el server de Thunderspy porque los otros no les importan. O yo no sé por qué no puedes jugar ahí. But that's okay. So it was just cool. I think with AI now, it would probably be much easier to translate everything automatically. I use AI to translate English to Spanish all the time. I don't think I need to translate my videos here into Spanish. I don't really think there's the audience for that or it makes a difference. Almost all of the character creator text and options UI has been translated. Next on the list are power names and descriptions, enemy faction names and speed. So this guy was doing it where he was doing it one word at a time, basically himself, to translate the whole ThunderSpy server into Spanish. Now I think copy and paste into ChatGPT and you're done. But that wasn't available back then. I interviewed the translator as we discussed how the Spanish translation was possible, how I located. Oh yeah. So I forget why that's important, but I think I found a file from the original code or something, and I was the one who gave that to the translator, and that was how we got that translated over to Spanish. That was really cool. Customize any pet for any class in the game, combine the size scaling option, and you can make some awesome themes. Look at those. Microwatt, Megawatt, and Macrowatt are the pets. This character is the height of a heel. Look at that. Your character is the size of the heel, the size of a dollar bill. I think I have a character or two with this. I usually go for the bigger option where you're like 2 stories tall. No, like 1 story tall, 1.5 stories maybe. And more than like having a tiny character, but it's possible. I just like that people can see my costume, and I don't like it when I'm super small and they can't. All my characters in almost any game are as big as you can be. Also, I'm like 6'6" IRL, so that's probably why I like to have big characters. Holy Light, a defender exclusive secondary power set that heals nearby allies as you deal damage. Ghosts, undead, and demons will take extra damage from most of your abilities. That's on ThunderSpy. You may also notice that there are melee secondary abilities. Oh yeah, so on ThunderSpy, defenders can have melee secondary abilities. And that is just cool. You don't have to have a range. You can have weapons or melee, savage melee, anything like that. I've shown that in videos too. Sacred Armor is a tanker exclusive. It's kind of like you have plants and such around you that you summon, and you have like plant armor basically. It's very cool. I like to pair it with the hobo with a shotgun, which I think is the next one here. There we go. And it's like, that's what I just said. It's called Hard Life. You are a hobo with a shotgun, and you're trying to survive in the City of Heroes. So that's all your powers. You combine that with the Sacred Armor, and you're just a homeless person covered in moss with a shotgun. That's not me, but somebody else was posting about City of Heroes, whatever. Congrats to Sunrise Client Launcher Team on their release. Oh yeah, Sunrise Client. I wonder what happened to those guys. I barely remember. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to be an authority on that. I wonder if they got off the ground. Segs. I've talked to the people at Segs as well. Anarchist. I think that's the same as the Joker that we saw above. Those are like Joker powers. I also know the person that made Anarchist. Poison Blast is now available in City of Heroes. Unleash a mucus volley, biological pandemic, and venomous epidemic to reduce your target's defense and regeneration rate. That's cool. Poison Blast. Don't we have that? I guess not. What is it called on Masterminds? Venom or something like that? I guess it's not Poison Blast. Yeah, so that's like for blasters. That's really cool. Arcane Affinity. I've played that as well. So Poison Blast and Arcane Affinity, those were both on Sanctuary. I'm not sure if that server's up right now. I heard that they had plans to come back, but this is just a look back in time, like a time capsule. Time capsule Twitter. Meet the Paladin. A hardened melee combatant who supports allies on the front line with secondary abilities that improve the longer you're in combat. So, I think we get the idea. This is so close to the end. Let's do the last couple right here. This is 2020 September. AI City of Heroes. Having the face move, weeb noises, all that good stuff. I didn't make that. I think one of my friends made that. Maybe, was it Aleph Red? I don't remember. I'm sorry, whoever made that. I just thought that was funny, so I posted it here. Same as like this one. I didn't make this one, but it says so this was a joke on like the Batman where he's like, I'm not wearing hockey pads. But I changed it so it instead became, we're all wearing hockey pads. I just thought that was funny. It looks like we'll be getting a Clockwork Mastermind. That looked like it was for the Sanctuary server. I do remember playing Clockwork Mastermind. It's just unfortunate that it's down right now. Insectoid pieces, there's a look from the Thunderspy server right there. Head armor, chest, legs, things like that. Customize signature characters. Yeah. So again, this is something that was on the Cake server and now the New Dawn, where I'm thinking about it all the time. Where I'm like, well, what if I did a song about Synapse? What if I did a song about Positron, or the songs I've done about Ghost Widow and Liberty, and the ones coming out about Minx and Warwitch, like. That's all things where if I can play those actual characters on New Dawn, I think, and then make music videos for those. So I'll circle back to the songs eventually and make music videos from there. This is the full photo of the Shivan armor on the Thunderspy server. It's not just that now. There's actually more now, and there was at the time too, of how transparent it is and some other options that you have there. Companion pool powers. Yep, companion pool powers. One summon gets you a load of pets for any class. Logged into Cake, new class. There's some more custom costume pieces and such that were brought up on the Thunderspy server, so they have access to those over there. There's some booty shorts. There's a hoodie and sort of a little jacket there. This is a look at the unlocked custom sliders on a female model there. And then this is a really old photo. I don't think that we have the drill. We don't have the anchor. We don't... Do we have the parrot? I don't think so. Maybe. God, I can't remember. But just an old... This is by Orange Blue Hue. Again, good friend of mine and one of the main costume developers of the Thunderspy server. Yet another version of this guy, a radiation/force field corruptor. And he matches the character icon between the two of them. Okay, I know what the next picture is going to be, and I'm a little bit worried about it, but I think it's going to be okay. So this was trying to bring attention to the unlocked body part sliders. This was the unlocked chest sliders. So you see it's very, we'll say flat, and then very well endowed for the second one. That's about the level that they're at now. I think there's another photo that I'm really worried about. There it is. It's not that crazy, but it's about the last photo that you saw. You can't be running around with things like this. You don't have that option on the server. There's a Buzz Lightyear that somebody made. Okay, Orange Blue Hue was just posting pictures of different things that they had, and what does it say? When they asked for snake legs, I don't think this is what they meant. Was this because they were trying to make the snakes as playable characters? I don't quite remember, but just some of the behind the scenes stuff. Positron is ready for prom. This was a Positron character that I had on New Dawn. I had all of them. And you have a choice in the armors for those classes where you don't have to just be their base costume set. You can be the wedding version of them, or if they have any alternative costumes such as Statesman, I think you're able to play as the Praetorian version of him. You can't stop the van. Okay, can I just say for a minute? The one power set or new archetype that I wanted ever was the supercar, or I called it the Jimmy Mobile. And I really wanted somebody to make this. And somebody did, but it was never really released. It was more of like a cost. They can change the way that your character looks to be anything in the game. They can change you to a hero, a villain. They can change you to a piece of furniture, in this case, a van. And I always wanted an archetype that the first power you picked, or I guess the first power in the secondary, so you had to pick it, would turn your character into a car. And then every power from then on would only affect the car. So if you were in car mode, you get rocket launchers. If you were in car mode, you get this. If you're in car mode, you get that. So you have your costume and you can get out of the car and walk around, but maybe gun or something like that. But really, you're fighting from in your car. You get back into your car, and then you're fighting from the car when you're on that character. I just thought it would be cool. It never happened. And if anybody's thinking about making a new power set or something like that, I would recommend the supercar. Crazy Witch Doctor costume, that has new costume pieces. This has new costume pieces. I mean, 4 years ago new. We've already seen them a lot lately. Redneck power armor, I called it. Sirocco has eyebrows like a night elf from World of Warcraft. I don't remember posting this, but I guess it's true. I actually have a song, Who the Hell is Sirocco? I guess sitting on your mech's shoulder is the new meta. Probably, I would say here is using hover or fly and then sitting in the air on the shoulder of their mech. And then this was part of the dynamic duo. So there was a couple of different power sets, and you had like one of them you had an imaginary friend, so it was illusion based. One of them you were paired with a wolf, one of them you were paired with an assault mech. So it was like Mastermind, but you only had one pet, and you were kind of built off of each other. That was really cool. Dynamic duo. Thunderspy has helmets that let you do faces and different neon and things that light up. So there's a look at one of them there. It's like an uwu face. There's a lot more of them there. Here's Dynamic Duo again. Hold on. I don't remember. Hold on. Is Dynamic Duo still on Thunderspy? There's no way. Did they get rid of it? This is like the first time I don't know something about City of Heroes. I mean, aside from not remembering things that I posted, I don't know if it's still on there. Oh my god. If it is, I'm making a video about it because Dynamic Duo is sick. Customize Mastermind pets. Yeah, we know that. Not just Mastermind pets, but any pet. There's a screenshot. It says, so NCSoft West filed a copyright strike on my YouTube video showing footage of the Homecoming COH server. They already took down my City of Heroes based channel once before. It looks like they're going to try to do it again. Yeah. So when you get 3 copyright strikes on YouTube, they are going to kind of like delete your channel or just like shut it down. You can't even log in. I was able to get my copyright claim appealed, and it was like this whole process. I had to talk to them a lot. I had to be like, look, there's so many other people showing builds and things about City of Heroes. Why are you focusing on me? And it was basically because I was saying things about the Homecoming server where there was a time, I guess I'll say it now, there was a time where on YouTube I got like 100 downvotes. This was years ago, back when they showed them. I got like 100 downvotes and like 2 views on the video, or less than 10 views. And it didn't make sense because you would have to get those views or a click to get the downvote. And within like an hour or two, YouTube removed all of those downvotes and they were just gone. So it was obviously a bot attack. It was obviously something like that where Leo, who has cronies that do that for him, was sending bots against my channel. That was like right when I started out because I wasn't supporting Homecoming. The reason that Homecoming has or was quote unquote the first server, and I've talked to people that were there that day, is because Leo lied to them and he said, wait, you can't release your server now. You can't do this now. You have to wait. We're all going to wait. What do you say? Like, we're all going to wait like 2 days and then we're going to release it. And then he released it right away. So everybody else who was talking about it waited, and Leo told them to wait and then just did it. And that's like the first in a long line of stuff that they've done where it's just like, come on, like you had to sabotage everybody else so that you could get ahead. And then people go, oh, it's the biggest server, it's the first one, blah, blah. Yeah, literally, because Homecoming is the score server and the powers that you get there that are new are from their previous server. So like, was it Electric Affinity? Honestly, that's from like 2018. That's from like 2 years before these Twitter posts that we're looking at now. Anything new that you get on Homecoming, aside from like a slight adjustments to powers and such, is from the score server. They are not talented enough to like make new things like everybody else is, and they don't have the ability to implement them. So when people go, oh, we got new powers and things like that, you don't. You have what the score server had 2 years before. It's like, what, 6 years before? 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago now. Anything from there. So that's just what you have, and that's what you like to play with. Good for you. Okay, moving on. Talked about that enough. My wolf has spines. That's a video on my channel. This is a Star Wars character that I made, so she has like a lightsaber, and she looks like a Twi'lek. Actually, come to think of it, I might not have made her. I think somebody else made her. I asked if someone could make a Twi'lek Star Wars from City of Heroes. This did not. Yeah, I asked if they could, and they did. I know I didn't make that. Here's Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, not accompanied by his son Dale Dimmadome, heir to the Dimsdale Dimmadome fortune. But Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I think somebody was messing around with the sliders and the hats and the unlocks and such like that. Here's Back Alley Brawler. So some of the costume pieces, like back pieces and such like that, again, like Statesman, Minx, War, like you could play all these different characters. There's Back Alley Brawler. I always really liked Back Alley Brawler. And let me ask you guys this. Does anybody actually choose Galaxy City to start? I feel like if you ask me what does Atlas look like, I could probably point you in the direction of anything. If you ask me where something is in Galaxy City, or if Galaxy City has XYZ, I have no idea. I don't think I've been there 3 times in my life. I mean, I'm sure it's been more, But who starts in Galaxy City? What? Weird. Just weird to think about that there's like another starting server. Galaxy City? Who starts there? Here's a Spine's Fire synergist. I forget what the role of this synergist was. He looks like a demon. I'm trying to remember. Just crazy cool powers that people were making. I honestly I can't remember for the life of me what the synergist was. I know I covered it a lot, but I'm just like, what was the difference between that or the heretic or the vampire? Or the blah blah blah, or the blah blah blah. There's just so many. Here's Cake. Here's all the alternative servers. Let's see if here's Legacies. I don't even remember that. Oh, Praetorian Barking Spiders. So that's up on my channel on YouTube as well. It's just I superimposed fart sounds into the City of Heroes Praetoria trailer. And that's it. Oh my god. I don't know how long I've been streaming. It must be at least 2 hours now, which probably isn't that long for most people, but it's a lot for me. Let's check out the City of Villains subreddit. Nobody has posted on here in like a year, at least a year. The Witch's House, they had an event. Who's that? Homecoming. Khaleesi's Wharf coming. That's 2 years ago. Somebody posted Spokwaman, like Spock and Aquaman together. That's a good costume. Easter event, Easter eggs on Thunderspy. Ooh, that looks fun. What's this? Hold on. We're going to watch somebody else's video.
Thunderspy had announced an Easter event taking place in First Ward on April 17th, where eggs will be planted throughout the zone for heroes and villains alike to find, granting them 1 reward merit each. I threw together an Easter character, and this is how it went. Oh. Power tap. No, it's mine, help! Give me... Beef.
Okay, first of all, I know A-Buzz. That is the best City of Heroes video I've ever seen. The amount of editing and how fun... I'm gonna mute it just while I talk. That's incredible. That's more than I will ever do. So that's the standard now, I guess. We should have more videos like that. But I think that players are not going to watch it, or they will actively avoid watching it, or they will downvote it if it's not about Homecoming. So that just sucks that no matter what another server does, nobody's willing to give them that benefit of the doubt. So good job. That was a really cool thing. If that was on Homecoming, everybody would be messing their pants. Could you imagine? I need giant Easter egg. Nope, they're not going to play it. Took a lot longer than expected, but yet another edit video. That's A-Buzz. A-Buzz posted a lot to here 3 years ago. I wanted to see what I posted. This is Hedwardo. That's not something that I posted. But he has, I can tell on Thunderspy, an invisible body, and then just the head is showing. So that's Hedwardo. And, I mean, r/City of Villains is pretty much the, like, it's not active, obviously, for the past year or so, but this was like where everybody was posting the new updates, because r/City of Heroes, you'll just get downvoted or ignored by anyone that's not Homecoming. That it's just crazy over there. So r/City of Heroes was kind of where people could post that stuff and talk amongst themselves. There's insect. No, that's not very new. I thought those were insect pieces. Ooh, wow. I really like that on the chest. Oh, and there's torn fishnets. That's really cool. I haven't seen that before. On Rebirth, huh? Yeah, makes sense. They have a lot of costumes too. Okay, this one's by me. City of Villains. As you can tell. So it's talking about the chest sliders and stuff that we saw on the Twitter earlier. This is also anything by Riddle Me Bra is me. Insectoid pieces, so this is a moth person. It's by Joe. Hey Joe. This is by Aleph Red. I showed this on my Twitter too. I guess I might have cross-posted. Yeah, this was towards the beginning of the Twitter. Some of these things. There's Maria that we posted at the beginning of the Twitter as well. Unlock sliders for arms, head, legs. That's on Thunderspy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm noticing some similarities now. Art department. That must be Rebirth. There's the picture from Brig. I posted it on Reddit, and I must have also posted it on Twitter. And that, again, I mean, I said this at the beginning, but I guess we got different people now. So Brig, back in the day, you couldn't really get clean cutouts of your character. It was really hard. So Brig from Brig's Fire Farm sent me this. It's from his supergroup base that he made, and it's his own chroma key area that he can do for thumbnails and recordings and things like that. I wish that I had that. I never really asked him if I could join and use it, but I think about that all the time. I'm like, God, I could use that chroma key zone that he has. That's very cool. More things from the art department. That's not me. Art department, that's probably Rebirth. I'm guessing those are all Rebirth. Thunderspy's 2nd anniversary, drew something up. Hey, there's all the people from Thunderspy. Let's see how many I recognize. Zeus, I know Zeus. I talked to him more towards the beginning if I ever interviewed him, but I know Zeus. He's OG, that guy. Bubble Wrap does a lot of the coding for City of Heroes along with programming socks, but Bubble Wrap did a lot of the costume pieces and changes. Bubble Wrap is why we have the unlimited costume color selector on Thunder Spy of any color on the radial menus. And Orange Blue Hue does a lot of the 3D modeling, but Bubble Wrap does a lot of the coding and such like that. And then Dafto, there's Normal Guy, my old co-host. Love you, buddy. Miss you. Cy Lupin, never didn't get to know him as much. Ice, I know Ice pretty well. Programming Socks, I know Programming Socks pretty well. Good friends. Bannable, I know. Anko, I know. Dr. Brain, I interviewed him. That's the owner of Thunder Spy. And Big Boss, who I think is an OG as well. Big Boss and Zeus, maybe that's why they're in the corners, because they weren't around towards the end as much. And then Thunder Spy. Check out Thunder Spy's YouTube. The server is named after a player. He's very cool. He posts a lot of neat things, and he does post City of Heroes content as well. This was not me, but somebody found a Black Scorpion HeroClix. That's cool. Meanwhile, on the Thunder Spy server, everybody's going invisible. This is something that I posted 4 years ago. Invisible school person. What else? Ooh, that's cool. A skeleton bones. Neat aura. Wow, I like that one. And then even more, this is Shivan body parts and skeletal auras sort of mixed together there. This was a close-up of the boots. If you've been watching the stream for a while, you'll remember this video from Super Ass. He's got invisible top and, of course, super huge heavy legs. I said harmless, not armless. This is a character with invisible torso, and you can see they added a chest piece there to make it look like they have a torso, but the body itself would be invisible on that character, so you would just see the wings connected to a shirt, basically. Armless as well, just wings. Yep. But you can see how they had to choose those shirts. That's why, because the invisible body parts can still overlay with shirts and armor and things like that. You got your longbow in my Arachnos. I forget who this was, but this was another friend of mine, and the idea was just his mastermind with custom pets 4 years ago, so of course anybody could have been playing for 4 years with custom pets if they went to Thunder Spy. It was a longbow / Arachnos overlay. I really like that. Multi-box Mania boys. Those are other custom costume pets. That's pretty cool. See-through glowy guys. This one we've seen a couple times. I posted that to the Twitter stuff we went over earlier. And yeah, I posted this to Twitter as well. Goddamn! Who ate City of Heroes? There's a Shivan. There are that chest piece, those sweatshirt with the hoodie is new. The scarves are new. All that up top here is new. The sliders are different. There's guns and equipment. So this might be, if it's your first time seeing it, like, oh, that's so cool. You can have something on. These have been here for years. These have been here for 4 years on Thunder Spy. You could customize your pet for 4 years. You could have katanas on your hips, on either hip and or both, or on your back. Doubles, like there's so much cool stuff. And I'm within Homecoming. You should just play it. You could have been playing it this whole time. Every time I look at this, I go, it reminds me of Normal Guy. And I just go, God, did Normal Guy make this? I don't remember. You know what? I'm almost certain that he did, because these are 3 of his characters, yeah. What happened to my mobile video? I could have sworn I posted like a mobile screenshot or something, but I don't think that we saw it. Let me check the chat really quick. Loved your video on Dominators as I made my character a month or 2 ago. Crazy to see your channel come back after being defunct for so long. Yeah, well, it was defunct because I had gotten copyright strike claimed for showing Homecoming. I got copyright strike claimed for using pictures from other games that wasn't even City of Heroes, but whatever, I get that. So I'm glad that my videos helped. And when I look back at them, and I really don't look back at my old videos, or even right after I post something, I just kind of move on to the next. It was just a different time back then, and I'm glad that I have them up. But I think that other people are so good at doing that now and making build videos and things like that, that I'm just not needed as an authority on City of Heroes builds or anything like that, because I'm not, so. But yeah, we did Redbubble, we did Reddit, we did Twitter. I think I'm just going to play, let's do 2 new videos that you guys haven't seen back to back, and we'll probably call it. Party tonight, we're all gonna get laid. All right, everybody, thank you for hanging around. Oh, shit, there's more to the music.
We ain't standing still. Feeling locked down, heroes on parade. High-fiving strangers, our powers in cascade.
Okay, everybody. Oh shit, it's still not the end of the song.
Alright, tonight we're all gonna get laid. Cascade.
Is it safe? Nope. Okay. First of all, that song is so much longer than I remember it being. I made it a long time ago, and I keep pushing back songs and putting better ones forward. I was all right, bye. Okay, bye. Okay. Okay, bye.